Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to rank all the Logbait players that I know of and have inspired me to become who I am today. First off, we're starting off with MrTisdale. This was like 4 years ago when I first got into Logbait. And I haven't discovered like KidKid or other people yet. This is like the first dude that I saw on top ladder. He's like top 200, 100 on a leaderboard, so I decided to spectate him. And I'm going to rank on a scale of A tier, S tier, or S plus tier. So here he's up against a golem deck. And so far he's playing it pretty well, but you'll see at the end something happens. So it does go with Gombro in the anti-NATO position, so that's some bonus points there. Just making sure that the opponent takes as much damage as possible. And sorry for like the lag and stuff, this is like footage from 4 years ago. And I believe he just went for Night Spirit here. Let's go for a Gom Barrel, and to be honest, I don't know what happened to this person. Like, I think he gave his account away to some other person. But overall, just a textbook Logbait player here. And he decides to go in here because his opponent doesn't have Barbell in hand. Not bad, but the opponent does have Tornado there. That was a good Goblin Gang, forcing out whatever your opponent has, or he's going to lose the tower. Not sure about that Princess. He needed that to save on defense for the Night Witch. Man, this was a mistake here. He rocketed the Night Witch, try to get it off the board. I understand the play, but once again, you had to defend a Golem coming towards your tower. And the best play you could have done was cycle Valk and back to cycle 2 Valkyries. So this was a downfall of MrTisdale here, but overall, just pressured pretty well, but came out short. So I'll give him a solid A. Alright, the next player I'll be assessing is gillsderay, and I believe this guy's a Russian player, but I'm not too sure. Haven't confirmed the identity of this player, but dude, this guy was way ahead of his time and one of the earliest Logbait players that inspired me to perfect to who I am today. And he's playing against AlphaQQ here with his OG bait spam deck with the Bandit. Now he's known for being a very good Bandit, Goblin Drill, Fire Spirit player. So what makes gillsderay overpowered and one of a kind of a player is that he knows like what your cycle is, and he knows when his opponent overcommits and when to punish for that. So you guys will see very soon. And sorry for the zoom in, I'm just trying to zoom in to make sure you have the most pleasant viewing experience. And also, I got permission from everyone who's involved in this, and they agreed for me to use their content, so can't be sued today. And I believe he went for a Gom Barrel here. Like, his opponent's hand is so bad, I believe he went for like a Barrel and Princess here. Just sniping that Princess, forcing out the opponent to play something else. And he does go for Log there. trying to outcycle his opponent's counters, but he goes for a very nice knight defending that gang in the opponent's bandit. And does take some damage from that goblin gang. Didn't want to take any damage from the opponents. And opponent rushes him knowing that his cycle is kind of bad. And that was a super early rocket. I think he could have waited a little bit there, but of course decides to rocket back. Very smart move. And now resetting. Things were getting dicey here. He has to play solid defense as well as try to stay on top on damage. So for Gone Barrel, same thing. They both catch the juke barrels. And it was a very good knight to catch that bandit. And insanely overpowered princess in the center to catch her opponent's princess. That was a barrel. So just keeping up the pressure here. Very good from Gills here. And opponent tries to catch him off guard knowing that the knight and log is out of hand. But very beautiful defense, playing Goblin Gang down low and Princess low. And also taking damage. He knows when to take damage. And opponent just overcommits for the log there. And that's basically GG. All Gills needs is 2 rockets to play defense. So his reaction time and cycle tracking is very good. But some of the micro placements from Gills is not really perfect. He did take some damage from not placing his Goblin Gang correctly. But overall knows when to sack damage when necessary. And there he goes for the first rocket. And he's been always like top 100, top 200 constantly on the leaderboard. And I believe he got a high finish as well with classic Logbait. So definitely give an S tier player for sure. Alright, next player here is HardCounter. This guy in his prime was insanely good. He knows what he's doing, had the best defense, as well keeping track of his opponent's cycle. And here he's up against a very annoying mortar control deck. The only thing he's got going for him is that his opponent's running Snowball, which doesn't fully counter Gone Barrel, since it wasn't buffed a couple years back. And that Gone Barrel placement is a Chad placement there, just dodging the Snowball. Also good for Fireball placements. Like, I haven't even thought about that when this match was played. And I only picked up on the small things recently, like how to defend, how to like dodge snowballs and fireballs and stuff. And he always likes to go for like tricky barrel placements, so it's always good to switch up your placements during this time when the game was around, because not everyone could see where the Goblin Barrel was going. That was a really nice log there, try to kill the Musketeer, but unfortunately the Knight like retargeted onto the Valkyrie. So he had to go for an emergency Gob Gang. And I'm not sure that was a good mortar or not, because even if the opponent played skeletons in front, he had no elixir to block the mortar. And very quickly, he's going to start applying dual lane pressure opposite lane, which is a sign of a really strong Logbait player. You don't want to go same lane as a counter-pushing deck. Because your opponent's going to play mortars where you want to play your princess, try to get damage, because they have a lot of counters for barrel, like Valkyrie, skeletons, snowball. And just like they have 2 princesses on the field, just stacking them up. And two lane pressure coming in, opponent has to choose left or right to play a Valk, and that was a total Musketeer fail, and just like that. Back in the damage lead, Knight's going crazy on the left side tower. Opponent can make up his mind defending what side to defend. And really nice rocket clearing out the mortar musk. Basically all he needs is some more damage and a rocket to finish off the game. Ooh, opponent does a very late Valk, but has to deal with the other side too, so. Insane dual lane pressure, opponent wasn't able to keep up. And just like that, well played. A little bit of BM there. Definitely an S player. That's like top 100 finishes. Crazy dude. Alright, now onto one of my favorite players of all time. One and only KidKid. This guy's legit, like, perfect. And knows exactly what he's doing. Applies pressure at the right time. His offense is so crazy. Like, he makes defense look so easy because he knows when to go in. And that rocket on that fisherman play is so underrated and high IQ play because no one ever thought about rocketing a fisherman in RG matchup like that. And this was like a super long time ago, like 2 years ago. Where you can get away with rocketing like a fisherman or anything because you have Inferno Tower, your opponent can't do anything about playing RG at the bridge. And very smart Knight, knowing that opponent had a log so he couldn't go for Goblin Gang. So if KidKid played his Goblin Gang there, he would have taken so much damage, but decides to pressure the opponent now. Very smart, knowing that the opponent doesn't have Rogue Ghost or anything like that. And KidKid's barrel placements are like legendary because he always gets the final damage in to seal off a very close game in clutch moments. It always changes his barrel placements, so opponent's gonna have a tough time seeing where the barrel is going. And you're gonna experience a little lag here because this clip is 2 years old. And I decided to share this one against Lucas here, just shows how patient KidKid is. And he's setting up a defense for the Knight in the back. And he barrels to bait out the log, and so he can go in for a Goblin Gang. He doesn't want to go for Inferno Tower, he would rather save that for the next RG. So he won't get overwhelmed. And Lucas wasn't back to his log there, so he had to fireball that. Which is interesting. And now setting up for an RG in the back. And this is a really interesting Goblin Gang play there to help damage the RG. Because he knew the log wasn't in hand. And normally you can get away with this, but in today's meta with the Skelly King and Tombstone and Zappies, you can't really do that pressure because they can defend it easily. But in this case, Lucas kind of like wasted his log there, so kind of got away with that defense. Again, Gombro in the corner to dodge the Hunter placement if you decided to go for Hunter. Yes, you do get some nice damage if you play your Gombro in the corners like that against Hunter. And notice how he's going Ops lane as well. So don't want to risk giving his opponent any counter push value. And Goblin Gang was there to try to kill the Ewiz, but Ewiz was there to finish off the Princess, so good timing there, delayed Ewiz. And now since log was out of hand, I think KidKid's okay to use his Goblin Gang here. It's very nice defense overall. And I'm jealous of the Goblin's hit speed before the nerf recently, the past year, where they hit a little slower, because definitely see the change for sure. Like DPS difference is quite noticeable actually. And he goes for the rocket cycle here, and I believe You needed one more log after this. And his loss for words here. His excellent defense. This RG is coming down both lanes. And it's an easy matchup. Because he doesn't have lightning to kill Inferno Tower, you just have to be careful about replacements. And GG's. KidKid's definitely an S tier player for sure. Alright, next player on our list is Spicy Nachos. This guy is insane. A NATO bait god, basically playing classic Logbait with a tornado instead of Inferno Tower. And he has these crazy plays, tornado defense, and king activations help get him around and to win tough matchups. So here he's up against arguably a very annoying deck if you're running Inferno Tower Logbait, because the Graveyard Poison and Mother Witch will definitely shut you down and just get so much damage. So it just plays like these where the opponent just goes in naked graveyard and you get a ton of damage. Well, it was a good graveyard because he didn't have Goblin Gang in cycle, but still, look at that, just crazy amount, even with the Princess and Knight defending it. And the opponent does go with the Mother Witch here, and Spicy takes this opportunity to just tornado this hog to his King Tower. It's really insane against graveyards, so now it makes defense so much easier. The King Tower is going to help out, and basically, you don't have to do anything to defend a graveyard. Both towers can fully counter a graveyard. Unfortunately, his only best counter to the mortar is Rocket, and it's just a -2 trade, and sometimes, if you're not fast enough, the mortar will get a hit on your tower. So I like this Ice Spirit Gombrel play here. This one was definitely outcycled. And definitely going opposite lane. Very smart move. Because you don't want to counter push coming towards you like a bunch of hoggies towards your weaker tower. That's going to be very annoying to defend. You don't want to sack any more damage. Because sometimes row hogs, they just lock onto your tower, and you want them going towards your healthier side. And once again, always pairing something with the Gombrel, because the Snowball will be tanked for. A very nice Knight, just making sure the mortar locks onto the Knight off to the side there. And I think the double elixir is where the comeback starts. And just stepping back to another barrel. And opponent, I believe, yeah, goes with a naked graveyard. And just like that, both King Tower and Crown Tower just fully defend the graveyard. No need to do anything about that. And once again, has to go for -2 trade on that mortar. Mother the Witch is always getting a lot of value. Super broken when it was very popular because Goblin Gang couldn't get any value. Okay, opponent goes for a Turbo Valk. He should have played a Valk in the back to King, but kind of panicked there, so definitely making a comeback for sure. And Spicy was ready for this rocket. Like, you gotta hover the rocket over the bridge like a maniac, like making sure the mortar is about to be there, just hovering the rocket over nothing. And a very nice Princess, avoiding the cannon cart, playing it all the way to the left side. And opponent gets greedy, decides not to defend and go in, but little did he knows that the King Tower is definitely gonna help a lot so much. And just like that, it's gonna steal the game away. Nice rocket. And only Ko here. He's gonna go for the Lawbreaker, so it's for Ice Spirit Log. What in the world? He's playing Lawbreakers with Logbait. Okay, this could be interesting though. Ooh, so let's go for a Log and Dark Goblin. Ice Spirit as well. Interesting. I'm still gonna use the ability here to finish off that for goblins here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, goes for Princess. Go for a Cannon Ice Spirit. I don't want it to get another hit on our tower, not risking that. And it's gonna protect against other stuff too. Oh, that's the Dark Goblin's so annoying. Let's go for Mind Miner and Princess here. Don't want to take any damage, keep our Princess alive. Interesting. Let's go for Goblins here. Okay, let's go for the Log. Let's go for Cannon here. We're gonna take one wall breaker connection, that's fine. The only thing is, he's playing the exact same deck as me, but with wall breakers, so he has more of a pressure. The wall breakers go over an Ice Spirit here. He actually catches Princess, dang. Let's go for my miner, try to like tank for the Ice Spirit. Okay, that was a fail. Anyways. Let's go for a Log here. Please hit the Dark Goblin, please hit the Dark Goblin. Nice, hit the Dark Goblin. Very clutch. Let's go for a Gombrel here. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, very good Princess by him, and good pressuring as well. Okay, we're kind of screwed in this moment anyways. Yeah. I don't think he has a rocket though, so... Totally messed up from the beginning here. Yep, totally messed up. Should be rocket cycling instead of going in. That was my mistake. Ability here, go for a Log here. Yep, good game. Kind of panicked. Played my Log way too early. Let's see, let's go for a Log here. Okay, the fact that he has Ice Spirit Skellies makes it so bad of the matchup. See, he was so fast. Okay. It's not over yet. But he's just gonna pressure non-stop, so... Let's go for Rocket here. This is like this. Use his ability. No, Princess still stays alive. Anyway, let's go for a Log here, guys. For Barrel Princess. Nope. Oh, we got outcycled, I believe. Let's go for a Log like this. Go for a Cannon for his Princess. Okay, we're actually fast on that reaction, but... Ooh, we're getting out spammed. I hated our Goblin so much because he can't do anything about it. He actually messed up. Okay, let's just go for another barrel here. Another Princess, Ice Spirit. Another barrel. For we got Cannon like this. Okay, let's go for a Log here. For Goblins here. Very unfortunate. So my miner here. He's going ops lane, so... I've actually hit the wall breakers, but nah. He's got coverage all over the place. Actually made us pretty closer than usual, so... good game, well played. I think I should have had the advantage in double elixir, but I did have the advantage in single elixir from him. Alright, next player here is the boss. This guy's one of my favorite Logbait players. Unfortunately, he's not playing right now. Kind of retired or on a break. This guy like makes 0 mistakes and is super consistent. Always see him top 100, 200 constantly in the hardest metas, especially when classic bait started to fall off and Guard's Valkyrie came popular. And He's up against a giant double prince deck, which showcases his patience and defensive capabilities. Like, he's super insane with the rocket, you guys. Never seen anyone so good with the rocket. He knows like when to rocket and when to not to, and just gets insane value. So I think he goes princess in the back opposite lane. The best play, pretty standard. And opponent's rocking zap and arrows, which it's not really ideal because arrow is definitely shutting down guards. But at least the opponent doesn't have lightning. Be a lot worse. And just like that, he's forced to go with the Valkyrie here. And if the opponent was smart, he would have went like super aggressive, like with a Dark Prince push right now. But luckily he's just saving elixir, and the boss is chilling at this moment. And noticing he was going opposite lane of the opponent, so you don't want to go same lane as a giant player, just counter push value like crazy. Because all you like to do is play the Prince and Mega Minions in the back and then giant at the bridge. Sometimes. Okay, the dual lane pressure is going to be tough to defend, but very nice princess spacing. Choosing not to defend the miner, but instead the prince. And Valkyrie does get a ton of value in this matchup because of the Dark Prince, and Giant just splashes onto those two cards, and also Electro Wizard. So opponent does go with really interesting Dark Prince there, trying to distract Inferno Tower a little bit. But Inferno Tower going to town on that Giant. It's taking it out. And defense will rather get sketchy and triple elixir because opponent's going to spam both lanes like crazy. And Killer decided not to use his Valkyrie. He was very smart. He needed to save it for the Dark Prince. That was a very smart 100 IQ play there. Because that Mega Minion would have not got blocked right here. And he would have taken a lot of damage from that Mega Minion if he didn't save his Valkyrie. There's a little defensive plays by him that makes it so much easier for future sequences. And he doesn't have guards in cycle, but I'm hoping he cycles back to another set for this Prince here, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think it's back here after his Electro Spirit. I'm surprised that the opponent hasn't figured out how to play the Mega Minion in the middle to attack the Inferno Tower. Anyway, another beautiful rocket. Getting so much value. And usually how you lose this matchup is when like their air card just slips through. But he's doing a very good job of not letting that happen. So here opponent decides to go Dark Prince one lane, Giant, he was our lane, and zap all the time. And look at all this stuff down here. Like, look at that rocket, this insane, hitting everything Prince, Uis, and Mega Minion. Opponent does play late Mega Minion, but it gets kited over by that 1 HP Valkyrie, and what I do is play some defense here. Which game, definitely a solid player, S tier for sure, without a doubt. Yep, there it is. It might be a mirror matchup, we will see though. Do I want to go goblins in center so I can't princess right away? Okay, does that. Let's see if the Mind Miner same lane for the princess here. Might want to outcycle us, do something fancy. So for Ice Spit here to reset his Mind Miner. Okay, nice. It's for Barrel here. Go for goblins here. Nice. Let's go Princess this lane as well. Let's see how he's gonna defend this, guys. Okay, let's go for a can like this. Okay, it doesn't work out. I was trying to tank for the Princess a little bit, but at least we defend the Mighty Miner there. Fine with that. Let's see. Let's log it away. Let's go for Ice Spirit here. Let's have the Mighty Miner as well. Ooh, that was bad. Wow. Ouch. Okay, now he's up by 1 Princess hit because I kind of went super late on my Mighty Miner there. He's already back? What? Guess he logs? Maybe go for a Gone Barrel log here. Okay, that was a beautiful sequence from him, so well played on that. Let's see if he can make a comeback or not. So Princess here. Ice Spirit as well. Okay, if we don't get another hit, that sucks. Oh, he's already spamming his Princess to bridge too. Okay. It's for a barrel. Okay. Need to get back to our log here. Okay, that's very smart goblins from him. Do you want to get 3-card cycle going? I don't trust that at all. I might get a hit. Let's look at my miner here. I want to rock him now since he went for a cannon like that. Let's go Princess here. Goblins here. He goes with aggressive lightning, so I'll go for a rocket of my own. Let's for cannon like this. Well, that's a free lightning. I don't know why he did that. Yeah, that wasn't good. Let's go for a Mimir like this. Let's for goblins here. I think go for a rocket again. Let's see, guys. Let's for Ice Spirit here. Log here. Okay. Let's go Princess up high. Nice to catch this Princess. It's for goblins and Goblin Barrel applying pressure here. Okay, let's go for a rocket now. It's for Ice Spirit to block his Ice Spirit. Okay, interesting. Let's go to the Mimir like this. Let's see. Let's for cannon, try to block the bridge a little bit. Okay, goes for the barrel, so I'm not gonna barrel anymore. I'm just go for rocket. It's Gogoon Goblin Barrel makes you like waste 1 elixir for every defense they have. So the Mimir down low here. Goblins like this. Okay. Let's rocket first, go for a log. Let's see here. Hold on. Wait, that's not enough damage. Oh my god. Okay, good game. Alright, next player is Riley, and we're in his point of view of a recent match. Go check out his channel, by the way. Very insane player. And what makes him special is that he knows exactly what the opponent has in hand and what they're about to do, and their elixir. And generally overall, the best plays to make. And his quick decision making is insane. Like here, for instance, he goes for like a Mighty Miner to block the Spirit Goblins, which I wouldn't have thought of at all, because I would be saving my elixir like a scaredy cat. But this actually forces out 4 elixir from the opponent, and he could have not wasted his log there if he was fast on the Mighty Miner ability, but it's still possible to get that ability down on the wall breakers. And since Samuel doesn't have a log, he's gonna like have to spend more to defend this or take a lot of damage, but it ends up taking a lot of damage. And Bomb Tower Lightning version is good against more of control decks, not like Swarm type, like Flying Machine, Phoenix, those kinds of decks. And let's go with the princess here. Away from his weak char, so he can get poison value. Once again, using his Mind Miner for the opponent's Mind Miner, so the 3-card cycle doesn't get out-cycled. Very smart play. Here he knows his opponent doesn't have logs, so he just goes super aggressive. Ignores the miner to defend the wall breakers, just knowing his priorities straight of what to take the least amount of damage in. And Princess of the Bridge is very OP against miner spam because the only counters they have is their building and Mind Miner, which I haven't seen Samuel play a single building in this matchup. He's scared of Princess of the Bridge there. Ends up taking a lot of damage. That bomber, bomb tower placement's insane because it defends the Spirit Goblins as well. Never thought about that. He just pointed that out in his video. If you guys should watch that out. And Ice Spirit almost defends there, but it doesn't really matter because he's up by so much and you can just lightning cycle out Samuel. His lightning does way more damage than poison at this stage of the game. He just wants to end the game quickly. He just once again outcycling the log and is over at this moment. Just insane, recognizing that opponent has no counters, when to go in. Definitely an S+ tier. Just a crazy, different type of person.
They say that I'm on the road. Maybe I just lost control. These nights keep on taking tolls. Find me out here on my own, but I'm in up with you home. You keep picking up the bone. Still like you go to this